Hey, and welcome. My name is Chris. This is the beautiful Angela, and we are at our first episode, first season of the Spice Life. But before we really get into it, Angela, give us a couple of friendly reminders.
Yes, everyone. Please subscribe not only to this podcast, but please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're at the Spice Life on YouTube. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. So go ahead and follow us. And we'll appreciate you guys' support. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for that, Angela. One of the first things we want to get right into that we were talking about and we are enjoying is that trailer for Wakanda Forever for Black Panther.
Exactly.
Man, I tell you what, that was a bit of a tearjerker, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I have to admit that I was a little misty-eyed on that one. That reached the heart. It did. It really did.
The musical score was amazing. The Angela Bassett, I think they might want to look at her for an Oscar or something. I'm just going by the trailer, so I can only imagine in November what that movie's going to be like.
I know. And when I actually, I think it's on TikTok, Lupa, she gave a little, secret, and she said, "Hey, Black Panther be out in November." I didn't realize that trailer was out, so I'm like, and we just saw the trailer today, and I'm so looking forward to seeing it. Angela Bassett in that trailer was fantastic. I'm just telling you, and that song, that particular song that they're using is something that is a very motivational song, because some of the words that are in there is really, I listened to the song. Of course, it's a Bob Marley, remake, but I appreciate them using that. It's just, of course, Black Panther already reaching the heart, but that song, my goodness, it got me.
Yeah, I agree. The way they mashed it up when they transitioned, the transition was beautiful. Again, whoever, and I probably have to look into that, research that, Google it. Whoever did the score and with the direction, I'm sure, of course we know the director, Ryan Coolidge, but the whole team behind that production to be able to smoothly transition that Bob Marley style, everything going, and then it transitions over into Kendrick Lamar. All right, and that was just and then right, like some of the movements, the handshakes, the action in it was right in sync with the music. So you can't help but, especially when they showed the mural of Chadwick, and then right as Angela, who plays his mother, is like giving an emotional speech as that transition and the music is happening and building up. It was one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah, say me magnifique.
Yes. And I like to say too that, especially culturally, it is one. We all know how we felt with the first Black Panther. So this one is giving those vibes. In fact, as soon as I saw that, I was telling Chris, I said, we gotta watch the first one again, So, and I know this is going to be, Black Panther 2 is going to be another one of those movies that people are going to see multiple times. Yep. So it has a message to it that kind of is really, it resonates with our culture. So I really, and also as a mother myself, and I'm also a grandmother. I need to say that too. I'm a grandma. Being a mother, a person that is, you got to think about how you care about your family, but to hear her say that, say, hey, I lost, talking about her loss, it really kind of reminded us, especially during this time and this pandemic, we lost people. We lost some family members. So I thought about that too during the trailer. So I think that a lot of people are going to resonate with that, and they probably felt the hurt and pain. And we all miss Chadwick Boseman. I'm sorry, I said Boseman.
Boss man.
Yeah, he is a boss man.
But no, yeah, it's and the people that's a part of the casting and all that, and the people that's in it, genuinely did love that man. They did care about him. They had relationships and friendships with him. So I can imagine the passion that's going to go into this second movie, or you can call it what I think the name of it's called Wakanda Forever, but
Yes.
it's Black Panther 2. And so these are already phenomenal actors. I know we had a few people that was in it that's not going to be in it for whatever reason. Maybe they had conflicts with their schedule and things like that. But for the ones that are in it, and perhaps I'm sure it's going to be some surprises in it, because Marvel and Disney love to hide little things and not give us everything, and sometimes even misguide us within the trailer or the teasers. So I'm sure we're gonna probably get another trailer or teaser, because this is the end of July. That movie is not coming out till November, so it's probably, I can't even imagine them out doing this teaser, this trailer. But hey,
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm blown away. I have watched that. I don't know how many times we done. I don't even know if it's a number. I haven't watched that thing
Oh
so many
yeah,
times.
we watched it several times. Several times we watched
And
it.
I know, sometimes on YouTube, you see people say, okay, I'm going to watch this for the first time. Are they big reveals? I'm not trying to, I just don't, come on now. Because even after you watch it more than once, it's still going to make some lips quiver.
That's
It's
true.
still going to make some tears roll after you watch it, even after a few times.
Yes.
The second or third time, I had everything coming out of my face. So, yeah, it was highly, when you really pay attention to it, you can really get caught up in it, get emotional about it. So,
Oh, yeah.
cannot wait for that, Angela.
I totally agree. So I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of, of course, to see. I mean, of course, they give you a little stuff. And one thing I appreciate about this, about them, or, about the Black Panther, all the folks that are in it, but they really keep stuff secret. So it's like you're not seeing many spoilers. They let you see what they want you to see. So it's like you have to go and look at the movie. You have to go and see it to figure out what's about to happen. So I appreciate that. I mean, I don't want to be spoiled. I want to see it. I want to feel all the energy. I want to feel when you first looking at it for the first time. I don't want nobody spoiling it for me. So, and I know that a lot of folks gonna go the first week, so it's gonna be interesting trying to not listen to all the
Right.
all the spoilers. I'm telling you, but it'll be good just to hear, oh, it's good, y'all gotta see. Y'all now, I'm okay with that, but don't tell me about the movie. You don't spoil it for everybody, because I'm telling you, a lot of folks, it's gonna be weeks before some people will be able to see that, I'm gonna assume, because some people are gonna go multiple times. So it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting seeing it. But I don't know what date in November they said it's coming out. They just said November of this year. So I'm looking forward to figuring out, and I'm sure they're gonna pre-sell those, so maybe they're probably keeping that secret to the last minute. So, well, I'm not mad at that either. So, because I want an opportunity to be able to see it the first week.
Yeah, ditto that, man. You pretty much covered it. So, look out for that, guys. That's gonna be good. That's that was one of the topics that we were going to discuss. And then, how was your week? How was everything?
Well, I had a pretty busy week. Just a lot going on this week, and trying to also, when I have a week like this, when I'm really busy, I try to inculcate self-care. And what I mean by that is, if I'm feeling too overwhelmed by things, I try to take a step back and try to, analyze my situation and try to figure out ways to kind of, get back in the groove, or, have it to where I don't, become more overwhelmed than what I am. that rhymes. Overwhelmed than where I am, or what I am. But anyway, Chris didn't get it. All right, so basically my week was okay.
Wham and am. Got it.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, but no, I get that, Angela. Sometimes we can get a little caught up in the waves of life.
Yeah.
And you know, during the week, most people is like during the week, you know, you got Monday, you got Tuesday, you got Wednesday, and Wednesday for most of us, or for just your average person, especially, you know, where we live in this side of the globe, it's like the middle of the ocean. It's the middle of the week. It's the middle of everything. And you just got to kind of get over that hump and then start sliding down through Thursday. And then, yay, Friday. It's almost like you got close to your personal finish line. And then try to enjoy that Saturday and Sunday in most cases. But I guess that's why they call Wednesday hump day. Yeah.
Yep. I would say, you know what, that is good that they do that, because it does feel like a, you know, getting over that hump from it being, you know, totally the beginning of the week to the middle of the week. So getting over that hump makes it easier. So I totally agree with that. So yeah, totally agree. What about your week?
My week was okay, except me and you talked about, I can't even remember the day. You told me what day it was. It was a day where I was
dragging.
It was not, you know, I wasn't at my 100%, but most every day, you know, 90% of my week was good. And I'm not going to, unless you want me to complain, I'm not going to complain about that. Especially compared to the things and problems that people have in the world, sometimes you start saying, what am I talking about? Why?
Yeah. So one thing that I think that we should do, Christopher, for our audience, this is the first time then of mostly hearing us or knowing us. Mm-hmm. So we probably need to do an introduction. So I'm going to start with you first. Could you tell the audience about you? Who is Christopher Graves?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have no clue what she's talking about, but I don't even know how to answer that, because that could be a long, hour-long discussion, or it can be 2 seconds.
Okay,
you know,
well, just do a short intro of the Spice O life. Who is the Spice O life? I can talk about some of the
things that we do, you know, that I do. Like if anybody know us or connected to us in any way as far as what we do, we definitely try to stay active. Mm-hmm. One of the main things that I try to do to stay active is walk. I believe walking is so important in so many ways, but the two major ways that it helps me is, of course, physically, but believe it or not, more importantly, mentally, because it gives you a chance to reflect. It's very therapeutic. It gets rid of some of that negative energy sometimes that's there. It puts you more in a relaxed mental state. And because me and you do it together pretty much all the time, it allows us to have great, really for the most part, have really positive and good communication, and gives us a chance to make sure we keep a good, positive, open communication. And that's a nutshell of me. I try to stay positive. I try to keep the right attitude. I try to give that to others I know, and give them the same, put that in the same sphere as other people, and hopefully have a positive rub off, you know, in that way. I guess I don't know if that answers me who I am or something.
Well, yeah, but they're really kind of like an intro of us, you know, just tell them about.
And I like to cook. Again, if you know and watch our show or know anything about us, you know that we like to cook. So I know Angela likes to cook, and I can personally, and she would agree, I personally do enjoy cooking. Another therapeutic thing for me. And I like trying different things. And I like when I do cook and do things like that, it's fun. And even funner when you can come up with something that's really, really delicious, something that really tastes good, but at the same time, it's healthy for you. But I like eating stuff that's good regardless. You know, sometimes it's not as healthy, but sometimes it is.
Also, to add to what Christopher said.
What about you, Angela?
Also,
tell me about Angela.
To what Christopher was saying.
And we married.
Okay, now he has additional things. To add what Christopher was saying about us, we've been married for over 26 and a half years. Also, we have actually 3 kids, but one, our first child, passed away. So we have a son and a daughter. We have a grandbaby. We have a son.
Was a daughter. I'm sorry.
Okay. We have a son-in-law as well. So we enjoy cooking. We enjoy eating out. You see these things, these posts, everything we're talking about on our social media, our other social media accounts. You're going to hear about it as well on our podcast. So this is the first podcast. We hope that you guys can join us on our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch accounts. So we are Generation X. So we both are Generation X. So and we do think that we became grandparents too early. We think we're young, just let you know. So
But she is. I think I am.
But we like, we like enjoying ourselves. We can call it empty nesters. Our kids are grown, so we're happy about that. We're getting to experience life without having really small kids.
Yeah, that's a good way. They're not in the same nest, but they're still around the tree. They in another tree. They're right there in that tree right there. So
that's right.
They're not far.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's true.
So like we can go, we somebody say, hey, you want to go here? We roll, we can go because we don't have anything that we're directly responsible for. Or we got to worry about, okay, who's going to watch our kid, because all our kids are grown. But they don't completely release. They, how kids, what's that generation? Like what generation is the oldest son, Jalen?
I think Jalen is, what do you call it?
It's hard to keep generation.
Well, it's anyway, not millennium. I think it's generation.
What's Jordan?
I think it's Y. He might be Y. I think Jordan is, she's part of that. Wait, hold on.
Z.
I gotta look that up.
He might be a millennium.
I'm gonna look that up, guys, because we have like a 25-year-old and a 21-year-old. So let's see what the generation they are.
I'm sure some people that listen like, oh, that's 25. That would be this person. That's this generation. Some people know that like right off the back. Right off the rip. But it says
I think it's Z. Looks like it's Z.
When it begins was.
There we go. There it is. All right. So basically, they are with X. They are Z. They are Z. Yes.
Okay. So Z's are interesting, but I think as you got deeper into that generation, it gets even more interesting.
Yeah, it does.
Because even though they're both Z's, Jalen and Jordan are very different.
Yes, they are.
Very different. Now, I mean, of course, one is male and female. But that's not the big difference is more of just their energy, I guess.
Yes.
One is way more energetic, more hyper, more, and then one is more even keel.
Yeah.
And leveled out a little bit. So I don't know. That's just unique person. Just like fingerprints, unique personalities. And I don't know that I'm not happy with that. I'm pretty okay with that. That probably brings balance.
I think so. And you need balance, they say, when things are at balance, you at one end of the spectrum to another end of the spectrum. Right. So you coming together to create that balance. But yeah, they're really good kids. So, and we got a very, very active and sweet granddaughter. She is a toddler. She'll be 2 next month. Yep. And we have actually Austin. He's a millennial. So we have a millennial son-in-law.
He might as well be Z.
Yeah, he's. You know what? Yeah, but you know what? He is close because he's right at the tail end of the millennium.
Right.
Yeah.
Right before it switched over from the Z to the Y.
Exactly.
So yeah, Z, semi-Z.
Yeah. So we love our kids, love our grandkids. Mm-hmm. We consider Austin our kids, so they all are good with us. So
yeah. Well, I totally agree. And what, just kind of coming back to some of the things we were talking about when we were talking about health and the keto, we switch things up. We do sometimes eat like a keto style, then we'll eat just regular food, then we'll sometimes not eat. Like me and Angela's, sometimes we'll eat a meal and be like, you know what, I'm not even hungry after I ate that. And we might eat that one meal. And I think we call that OMAD.
OMAD. 1 meal a day.
OMAD. So sometimes we do that. It just depends, because we don't try to stick to some regimen. It is a diet or a lifestyle to a certain degree, but it's more of a lifestyle. And we just make sure that the lifestyle we have is where we know we're in decent health or good health, and we're where we want to be. We're comfortable for our size and our weight and things like that. And then we try to just continue to help each other, which can be the hardest part, because Angela may be a little stressed about a situation, and I may say, oh, yada, yada, yada. And sometimes it may be something that's beneficial. Sometimes it can be like, well, that didn't help.
Yeah. But I would like to say that because we're doing this together, the support that we have, between the both of us, it helps us to stay on track. And even if we fall, or we think that we've fallen, we're just, either I'll be there, okay, come on, we can, let's keep this going, let's la 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 la. And you do the same thing. So it's like, I think that when you have a partner, when you have that support, you have a partner to help you, to pull you out of your slump, especially when you're trying to stay healthy. It helps so much, because I can tell you there have been so many times during these past months before we really got serious about this, that when I wasn't, when we were not doing it, when we were not, doing this together in regards to our health. So I would start something, but it was hard for me to finish it. And I would say choose to do everything together. Like we would either do, we started walking, and then I would start Weight Watchers, but you wasn't on Weight Watchers. But once we got to where we both were doing everything together in regards to the health, it flowed well, and we were successful in it. And guys, we lost over 60 pounds together. I lost over 30. He's lost over 30. He's almost at his goal weight, and I'm about 10 pounds away from my goal weight. And I think Christopher is about between 3 to 5 pounds away. Yeah. So we've done a great job. We did fantastic in helping support each other. But yeah, and honestly, I would say we're doing things to kind of help us, not nothing that's going to be really hard, or for a long period of time. We might do, for a few weeks, we might get on some little regimen and then take a break or whatever, but we'll go into that later. But the support that we have for each other, to keep this going, is just fantastic. That's what
we do fast.
Yes. That is what contributes to the success. When we continue to do this, we don't give up, and we support each other, when we're down.
Yeah, I think the big thing, and Angela knows I really push this, is staying in touch and realistic about how you feel, how you're mentally feeling that day. Both of us communicate that, how we're physically feeling, and being honest. So if, let's say, for instance, we say, okay, you know what, let's, from Tuesday to, let's say, Friday, say, hey, we're gonna do a fast. And we'll keep contact and conversation. And if we don't feel good about it, or if it's not, mentally right or physically, we stop it. And of course, you do certain things to put it into place. So you don't just do it willy-nilly. You want to make sure you have the proper hydration, proper supplements, proper things. So consult your physician, talk to your doc. All these things you want to do in place, because I would never, I don't have an MD next to my name, but I do know that I have my own personal experience, my life experience, and things that we know work for us. And I'm not a person that believes in not sharing. So that's the reason why we're kind of even having this conversation now, because I know that it works, and I've seen the positive results from those kind of processes and the things that we think and believe.
That's true. And also, if you have, that's true what Chris just spoke about, making sure you let your physician know, get approval from your physician in whatever program that you're on, or whatever you decide to do, or whatever you're thinking about, get their approval first, because you never know, what happened. I can tell you, a keto diet is not for everybody. It could be deadly for some folks. So some of the medications that you're on, it might be contrary to how, you're going to your outcome of, depending on your situation. So you want to be careful about your program that you're on. Now, one thing that we do that I know that is 100% awesome, and that we started it'll be a year in a few months, is the walking program.
Wow. Yeah, walk it out.
We and you'll see on our social media pages, we take you along with us on our walk.
We really enjoy it.
Yes,
we really enjoy it. I mean, we have some very amazing conversations. We have some and we see interesting things that we do along the walk, because we go to different places, and we don't just walk around a circle in our house. We walk around our yard. We go. This is a big area where we are. So
yeah. So the most we've done, I think it's 6.7 miles, if I'm not mistaken. Which
is close to the Peachtree Road Race.
It is. It's close to a 10K. Yeah. Well, it's a little bit over 10K.
Yeah.
So, so we enjoy doing that. Walking is so beneficial for you. Not only is it free, but it helps with your mental. I would say it helps you. Helps with anxiety. It helps with stress. It helps you to manage those better. Not only that, but you're able to lose weight or maintain it or keep it off. But it's just great getting outside, getting a dose of that vitamin D. Your body, it reacts in a positive way when you have a regular walking regimen. I can tell you now, and Chris knows, and he's felt this too, when we are off track and we haven't walked in let's say, I would take it a couple of days. If we ain't walking a couple of days, we really feel it.
I'm not happy about it.
Yes.
And usually in the end, it's on us. That's why you got, like right here, we got treadmills, we got stuff that there's no excuse, but there's nothing like being outside.
Exactly. And I enjoy it so much, guys. So I want to, even once we're at our goal weight, that's something we're definitely going to keep up, because we enjoy it. And like he said, that's the time we talk. We can have a conversation. So those times I do, cherish for that too, And this is the longest we've ever did anything in regards to, physical fitness. This is for me, I can tell you, I think it's been a while. If I did, it's been a while since I did that, did it for a long term, and for the amount that we're walking. You're talking about averaging 4 or 5 miles on average, if we had average every walk that we did. So we walked a pretty ways.
Yeah, that walking thing is a pretty powerful thing. So I think the next best thing we can do is maybe discuss that a little bit more next time. What do you think, Angela?
I totally agree, Chris. But also, guys, before we close this up, please make sure that you subscribe not only to this podcast, but also to our YouTube channel, Spice O Life. We're also on Instagram. Follow us on our walks on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we had fun. This is Chris,
And I'm Angela.
and we'll see you next time on The Spice.
Oh,
Life.
life.